Hello, this is the Excel 2019 Module 2 End of Module Project 1 tutorial video. I have already downloaded the file from MindTap. I have already opened the file. I have clicked Enable Editing, so the yellow bar is gone. The next step is File, Save As. I'm going to click Browse and go to the file where I save this. You will have your own location that you save this at. Remember, you're going to click right here by the 1, delete the 1 and make it a 2, and then you can either click on Save or just simply hit Enter. Oh, I want to go back one. Actually be in here. There we go. So now it should say 2 right here instead of 1. Just underscore 2.xlsx. If you have anything else there, you need to get rid of it. Okay, project step number 1. Brad Kaufman is the Senior Director of Projects for Rivera Engineering in Miami, Florida. The company performs engineering projects for public utilities and energy companies. Brad has started to create an Excel workbook to track estimated and actual hours and billing amounts for each project. He asks you to format the workbook to make the information clearer and easier to interpret. Go to the Employees for Projects worksheet. So we're going to go down to this worksheet and click on it. Change the worksheet theme to Office. Now remember, in Word, Themes was under Design, but we do not have a Design tab in Excel. So Themes is under Page Layout. It's right here, so you'll click the drop down, and Office is the very first one. Project step number 2. In cell A1, so let's go to A1, decrease the font size to 18 point. So we're going to go back to Home and decrease it to 18 point and change the fill color to blue accent 1 lighter 80%. So fill means paint bucket. So we want blue. Is that blue? Yep. But we want 80%. See, it says lighter 80% now. So we can click on that so it takes, and we've got our fill. Step 3. Center the values in the range B3 through B9. So we're going to go B3, B9, and we go to Alignment, and we click on Center. Add Step 4. Add outside borders to the range A1 through C9. This is one of those where you're highlighting multiple borders or multiple cells in multiple columns and rows. So go to A1, hold the mouse down, and you're just going to go down to C9. We want to add outside borders. So borders is right here. Okay, see? Right now it's on bottom borders, but we don't want that. We want outside borders right there. Change the color of step 5. Change the color of the Employees for Projects worksheet tab. So we're going to go down here to the tab. We're going to right click and it says tab color. And we want blue accent 1. I think it's this one. Yep. So click on that. Now, it doesn't look like it's changed, but if you click over here, you can see it's that blue color. So we're going to go back to that tab. Step 6. Go to the project tracking worksheet. So now we're going to go to project tracking. in cell B2. So we're going to go up to B2. Change the date format of cell B2 to short date. So we're going to go here, short date, and resize column B to its best fit. Now, think about that, best fit. What's the way to get the best fit? Well, the way to do best fit is to come over here to format and tell column width to auto fit. So you click auto fit and there is your best fit. Step 7, display the values in the range D4. So we're going to go to D4 through D13 with 1 decimal place. So we're just needing to add a decimal. Well, up here in numbers, this will add a decimal, this will decrease a decimal. So we're just going to click this once and it added a decimal place. Step 8 in cell F4. So we're going to go to F4. We're going to insert a formula without using a function. And the guideline is if you're not using a function, the first thing to do is always put your equal sign in there. That multiplies Aubrey Irwin's estimated hours and his pay rate. So this is easy because when it's multiplying, generally it doesn't matter which order it's in. So we're just going to go D4, and the asterisk is your multiplication times E4. All right, just hit enter so it'll take. And we're going to fill F5 through F13 with the formula. So go back here, get your fill handle, voila. So while this is still highlighted, step 9 wants us to apply the currency format to range F4 to F13 using the $ and 2 decimal places. Well, when you choose currency, it automatically gives you the $ and 2 decimal places. Step 10, display the values in the range K4 through K13, K4 through K13 as percentages with a percent. So we can go up here to number and just click %. And no decimal places. Well, it didn't choose any decimal places, so we're good. We're going to use on these same cells conditional formatting. So we are going to, whoops, I went by it. Conditional formatting. Highlight cells rules. So that's the very first one here. To format cells containing a value greater than. So we're going to go to the first one, and this is when the little window pops up. A value greater than 10% with light red fill with dark red text. Well, it defaults to the light red fill with dark red text. So all we have to do is change the 6% to 10%. And click OK. And we've got that. All right. In range H4 through H13, H4 through H13, use conditional formatting, so we're going back to conditional formatting, to create a data bars rule. So data bars is right here with the gradient fill blue data bar option. So gradient fill is the first section and the blue is the first item. See, it says blue data bar. Now, what's nice about this blue data bar is it's a quick way to scan the data in a cell without reading every single number, and it's just a visual representation. So you can quickly see that this cell and this cell have the larger amounts, and then you can see where the smaller amounts are relatively quickly without having to read every single number. That was step 11. We are now going to step 12. In cell G14, which is right here, insert a formula using average. So we're going to go up here to average. Now, that calculates the average amount of actual hours worked, range G4 to G14. So in this case, it chose the correct cells. So we're just going to hit enter and we're all set. In G15, which is where we are now, we're going to insert a min function that calculates the minimum amount of actual hours worked, and our range is the same range, G4 through G14, 13. So minimum is right here. Now, notice it's picking G4 through G14, but we only want it to go 13. Now, if you click right after the 14, you've got to get that gray highlight off of there. And then just delete the 4 and type a 3. So now it says G4 through G13. Now your range is correct and hit enter. In cell G16, which is where we are now because we hit enter, insert a formula using the max function that calculates the maximum amount of actual hours worked, range G4 to G13. Well, we're going to have the same situation here. It's going to choose 4 through 15. So we're going to click after the 15, we're going to hit the delete, we're going to make it 13, and now it chooses the correct range, and we'll hit enter. That is it. So if you close your Excel file, go back to Mine tab, upload your file, and click Submit, see how you did. Remember, once you look at the graded summary report, if you are having issues with a particular task, you can click the study guide next to the graded summary report, and it will give you additional guidance for that particular task. Have a great time learning these additional features of Excel.